Hello, Soul Lights. Welcome back. Those of you that have been traveling with me on the Soul Path here on this amazing YouTube community and channel, as well as Patreon and Instagram. It's great to connect with you once again. I want to thank you for your support and your love and just showing up here and sharing your energy. If you happen to be new to the channel, hi, I'm Michele and welcome. For this reading, we're going to be doing a tune in for the full moon in Aries. If you're new to this channel, let me tell you a little bit how it works. It is a pick a card reading. I tune in ahead of time. I do a bit of an overview. We do a meditation and closer look at the cards and then get into the individual readings, the soul stories. What is your story? What is the story psychically from the Akash? What is the story that is happening for you astrologically and numerologically? As always, you can skip ahead. There's timestamps, there's chapters, so you can definitely skip ahead. You don't have to do the meditation. You can just, right now, maybe you're already being drawn to a stack or a crystal. And I will be doing also within the meditation a full moon ritual that you can also do. So I'm going to get right to the soul stories. This is soul story number 1, which is the moonstone, and it's actually called a black moonstone. And you've got the chariot. Black moonstone and chariot. Then we have the carnelian flame. And the 6 of Wands here. Got the amethyst point. The 10 of Pentacles. And we've got the hematite, magnetic hematite, with the Ace of Cups. Now, I do suggest if you feel called to more than one crystal or more than one stack that you honor that, because very often, especially right now where there's so much shifting and change, the cosmos, the spirit realm is very open. Our guides are working very close with us. They always are close, but even closer now. So there could be messages in more than one soul story for you. Soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3, and number 4. And so you can get a closer look at the cards now. And then I'm going to do the full moon ritual using the candle. If you stick around for that, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll see you in the individual readings. So I suggest you get a red candle. Now, this one happens to say money on it. Mulandara, it's the base of the spine. And actually, Aries energy is base of the spine, so that is great. It could be a candle like this. It could be a shorter candle. I just wanted to show you, so I'm using what I have. Aries full moon is about culminations. All full moons are really about culminations, as a matter of fact, and completions, what's culminating in your life. But it's also bringing something to a passionate or fiery conclusion, or a conclusion that it's jarring. It's like, oh, I get this now. I understand this. Oh, this is what's happening. So when you have an Aries full moon, you're not going to miss something. It's not subtle. It's not like a Pisces full moon or Scorpio or even Cancer. It's like whatever you're completing, culminating, whatever your next focus is going to be very, very apparent to you, or where you need to make change. Okay, so Aries full moon can also bring in a focus on what do you need to change, what needs to change, what is changing. And of course, if you look at that Mars energy, which is co-ruler of Scorpio also, Aries can dig deep. You know, we look at the tarot, it's the Emperor. And so it is about the self right now. And you want to look at this full moon. How is it aspecting? If you know your chart, where is it aspecting you? What house? That's going to show most likely the area of life that's emphasized. But it is going to bring you into that North Node energy we have as the collective transit, that North Node in Aries. So there is something in your life that's saying, look, you need to take action. You need to move forward, or you need to begin to prepare to consciously make a decision. And sometimes it's like just putting something on the to-do list. I'm going to get to this. I'm going to make this a priority. This full moon is also asking you, where do you need to be more of a priority in your life? So I would suggest that with this read, you look at your life and notice what seems to be more emphasized right now or more highlighted, whether from other people around you, mirroring that to you, reflecting that to you, or where are you feeling more impassioned. Now, this could be from irritation, this could be from frustration, this could be from anger, this could be from inspiration, this could be from passion. This could be inspiration that moves you into inspired action. Ultimately, Aries wants you to be inspired, be passionate, and take inspired action. Aries wants to resolve something. Aries does not like stuff hanging in the air, even though Aries can start things, multiple projects, multiple things. It's an initiator energy, right? Aries likes to initiate, but Aries doesn't wait to see what's happening or where is this going. So you're going to need to make a departure, I would say, between now and 6 months when you look at the new moon in Aries and full moon in Libra in 2024. So if there's a plan of action that you can take or take a step, that's what you need to do. Now, what I like to do is when the moon, as it's waxing, the 1 to 3 days before and the 1 to 3 days after the full moon are very, very powerful. And what you want to do is take your candle, and I would take the paper off, and you want to inscribe what's either completing and what are you aware of. What is the fiery or passionate completion? Now, a lot of you could be feeling this already. I know I am. As a conscious and trans channel, I feel the energies ahead of time, and I'm already seeing certain things in my life that are completing, and that could even just be an approach, a way that I'm doing something, the way that I work, certain people that I want to be around, certain projects, which ones are coming to the forefront. And so that's another thing that you're going to notice with this, I would say, fiery and awake. To some degree, it's an enlightenment. Aries can bring a raw truth to you. You can get to the truth of the matter without having to do anything. I would say let this Aries energy work through you. Be caution, don't overdo or be too impetuous. Don't make sweeping change right now. It is about action. It's about steps. It's about noticing where the energy is and where is the energy directing you, pushing you, inspiring you. Where is the energy? That's what Aries asks. Where is the energy? Ruled by Mars. Mars has to do with how you navigate your life, how you move through your life. Everybody navigates differently depending, if you know your chart, depending what sign Mars is in. Somebody that has Mars in Aries is going to navigate very differently than Mars in Pisces or Mars in Capricorn or Mars in Libra, for instance, or even Mars in Aquarius. So whether you know your chart or not, you can ask yourself, what's the best way for me to navigate the changes that are coming up for me, the new directions, the shifting? What is the best way for me to navigate my relationships where I am being included, where I'm able to assert myself, get my needs met, but also be in creative and loving collaboration with others? So when we have an Aries full moon, it does highlight areas where perhaps we have not been assertive enough or we haven't thought of ourselves enough. Now, for some people, it could be the reverse where they're overly thinking about themselves, but I'm not picking that up with you guys. So I would write down what is completing, whether you write it on the candle or you write it on a piece of paper. And then I would say about 3 days after, then you burn it. So I'm going to light my candle. I will light it probably well, it's Thursday, so probably Wednesday, right? So anywhere between the third day, the day of the full moon, or 3 days after, are very powerful. And after that, the energy starts waning. So I hope that gives you an idea. I love to work with ritual. I hope that gives you an idea of what to do. Some of you may already have your own ritual, but I would say work with maybe I'll keep this here. Work with fire, because Aries has to do with fire, fiery completion, fiery conclusion, fiery insight, fiery understanding. Some of you may even feel heat. It could be uncharacteristically hot where you're at, or you could just feel overheated. You could feel you're like, oh, I need to drink more water, I need more liquids, or I need to be more by water, out in nature, or let the wind come in. Again, Aries brings irritation to move us in a new direction or move us forward. If something's been stuck or stagnant, chances are it is going to move forward. You're going to see where are things starting to move. Even if they're not moving quickly, you're going to see, oh, I see where this is moving. I see where the things are lining up. Things are starting to line up right now. All right, so if you're staying with me for the meditation, let's just connect in. Eyes open or eyes closed, whatever you feel is right for you. And breathing up from the soles of the feet into the base of the spine, and releasing back to the soles of the feet. Breathing up from the chakras at the soles of the feet up to the base of the spine. Muladhara, connecting in, releasing the breath back through the chakras at the soles of the feet. And you can just have a pulsing sensation, really feeling that grounding. Aries connects us in also to the earth, the pulse of the earth. It's very much about feeling, intuition, passion, spirit, spiritual energy, prana, life force animating energy. When you're ready, breathing up through the soles of the feet, those chakras, the soles of the feet, breathing up past the crown chakra, connecting into that natural pause point above the crown chakra, pausing there, taking a deeper breath in, pause at the top, and then consciously breathe out through the center of the body, directing your breath down through the chakras at the soles of the feet into the Earth Star chakra. Feel yourself connecting in to the volcanic heat of the earth, deep into the Middle Earth. And feel that passion and pulse of the earth as you draw the energy through the breath, back up the center of the body, up through the crown chakra, connecting in through the higher self, extending into the soul star chakra, and then releasing the breath. Feeling yourself centered in the passion, the purpose, the light. Feeling yourself centered in between the earth star chakra and the soul star chakra. Feeling open to your passion and purpose. All right, soul lights, soul story number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Happy full moon, radiant soul lights. If you chose this amazing moonstone, that I got in Anzo Borrego at an amazing crystal shop. And the Chariot. So let's connect in. We're going to lay out some tarot, get some additional oracle cards, and see what's coming up for you. I do sense you're looking in a new direction and you are following your heart more, your passion, which of course that moonstone brings the idea of the feminine guiding you. So this is about letting your intuition guide you. Even though the energy of the full moon in Aries has a lot to do with the masculine energy, you're to meet it with the feminine of receptivity and let the passion and purpose move you forward or move you to speak, move you to where you need to go. You've got two pillars here, which are for dark and light, white and black, yin and yang, the masculine, feminine, the sunlight, the moonlight. 7 is about spirit and spirituality, and it is being guided from your spiritual essence, allowing yourself to be guided. For some of you, the archangels, the guardian angels, the archangels, your spirit guides, your spirit team, your own inner knowing. And you can see here a little bit, her heart is tilted up. It almost looks like she has headphones on. I know it's some kind of headband, but I feel like you could be getting messages, auditory messages, or this is also about listening to your higher self to move forward, to prepare for the changes. Somehow you're presenting a new aspect of yourself. And what I mean by that, I'm going to lift this up just a little. Sorry about that. Hey, soul story number 1. Okay, apparently I moved the camera stand and it shut off the camera. So, but I'm not. I'm going to start here with your reading because I already shuffled. You just have to trust me. I did not because your reading is just too amazing, too spot on for me not to just go with what I already got. So, was talking to you about the moonstone, which has to do with connecting into the divine feminine, the feminine aspect of your being, trusting your intuition, your emotions, how you feel about something, what's impassioning you. Moonstone can also have you be a bit emotional. So this full moon and the energy around it could have you being more emotional or more in touch with your emotions, maybe knowing what you need more to do with your emotions. Then I spent quite a lot of time showing you the Chariot, and I'm really struck by this, that she's looking off. She's not looking straight ahead. And this is saying, even though this Aries full moon has to do, it's fiery and passionate, it's cardinal, it's about initiating action, it's male energy, it's raw male sexuality, primal energy. It's Mars. It's about getting things done and going towards it. It's very instinctual, but you're being asked to bring in the feminine aspect of your being to meet this energy. In other words, let this energy work for you. You don't have to push. You just need to be receptive. And I want you to notice how her heart, she's slightly raised up. She's leaning back a little. She's leading with the heart. That's going to be really important to you, to attune to the heart, to know what to do. And I also said I feel like she's got earphones on here. I know it's like some kind of headband, but I feel like you're going to be hearing messages, or this is about listening, and hearing your, inner guidance, your higher self, and really listening to that part of you. And some of you may even be doing something where you're talking a lot or listening a lot or sharing. Maybe you're downloading, maybe you're getting messages. But this is really important. It's like she's paused here and feels herself going in that direction. She senses the change. The Chariot is numerically is a 7, represented by a 7, which definitely has to do with trusting your intuition, your inner guidance, listening to the archangels for some of you, you resonating with archangel energy, ascended masters, your spirit team, your spirit guides, and for sure your own inner knowing, intuition, and your higher self. The two pillars here have to do with what we don't see and what we see, the seen and unseen, the black and the white, right? The void is the black, the white is what's visible, the masculine, the feminine, the yin, the yang. So it's the balance of polarity. And depending how you look at it, she's leaning. I don't know how you want to look at it. If I'm looking at the card, this is the left side and this is the right. So she's really letting the energy move her. And she's poised for that change, but she's feeling it in the heart where to go, what to do. Any of my dancers, musicians, even Reiki, when you're doing Reiki or the energy work, pranic healing, you wait, or massage, you don't just put your hands on somebody, you wait, you get an intuitive hit, oh, okay, they're ready for me now. Any type of healing, you kind of attune to the person. So you could be attuning to a person, you're definitely attuning to an idea, to a direction, for some of you, it's a way of reinventing yourself. There's something that you're attuning to that's coming more for the heart. And again, Chariot is movement forward. This could also have to do with a change in location, could be a new house, could be a move, could be travel that's important for you. And I was talking about, out of this reading of 10 cards, 10 cards here, and 11 is the Chariot, you have 7 major arcana. You have the Star card, Judgment, Temperance, the Fool, the World, and the Magician. And I wish you had seen how they came out, because I got the message to go from the back of the deck, from the bottom, and it just came out. Ace of Pentacles, Star, Judgment, Temperance, Ace of Wands, Eight of Cups, the turning point that I was talking about. You're not only turning away from something, it's like an old you or an old version of you or an old vision, an old identity. So you've been going through a lot of inner change, deeper change. Then we come to the Fool, and to me, this is telling me, because you've got the Star card here, it has to do with Aquarian energy. There's definitely increase, not only financially, but how you receive money or income or resources. I'm getting a lot of Venusian energy with you. So there could be a lot that you're dealing with, not only the next month, but next 6 months. That has to do with your resources or yourself as a resource, money, home, luxury items, home, car, where you live, how you live, certain things that you're buying either for yourself, upgrading. There's going to be a lot of upgrading, but you're getting support from someone or a community. So you're going to be working more with community or groups, and this is deemed in the Akash with that Judgment there. It has to do with now. It's Judgment is. It to some degree, it's a wake-up call. It's an awakening to a new level of yourself, a new life, changes that are like, okay, the timing is now. And the same with Temperance, which is that alchemical process of change. So somehow these resources you have move you in a new direction with this Ace of Wands, something that's much more enjoyable or passionate for you. Some of you, this could be people on your path that are helping you or supporting you. I definitely feel that you're walking towards something else. You're moving. You've already made the decision. That's what Judgment says. You've already made the decision. Then we have the Fool, which is Uranus, the World, Saturn, which is a cycle has been completed. Saturn, but it's also the fixed signs, right? Taurus, it's about manifesting on a new level. Scorpio, building the rapport energetically of that new level and looking at below the surface. Look below the surface. I feel like the fiery conclusion or completion for you is going to be what's below the surface, what remains after all the change. What do I really want to do? It's kind of like for you, it's going to be very bare bones. And then you move into this high level of creativity and manifestation here with the magician, co ruled by Virgo and Gemini. So expect cooperation from the universe. And this is not a time for you to push, but it is a time to follow through. You might feel a bit irritated, especially with the Ace of the Wand energy here. There might be like a stirring, maybe a divine discontent that gets you going, in a new direction or a different approach. Let's see what else. I really just feel like it's almost like you're like out and about. When I look at that card, the Chariot, I'm like, this is like the person that is, I don't know, that card was there. Okay. Like you're someplace where you're hearing music, right? You're hearing music, and maybe you're out with a group of friends or family, and they don't hear it. They're talking, but you hear some music, and you start going in that direction. Or maybe you smell something good, some great blueberry muffins or something. I don't know. Or fresh fruit. You could, oh, I smell, oranges in an orange grove, and you turn, right? Or we hear something, we turn. Even if we're smelling something in a distance, we turn. That's what you need to do. You need to turn into the energy of what's coming up for you. You're on your soul journey. Yeah, this is powerful for you. That's why I'm telling you this is really Akashic for you. Connecting through the Akashic is that with that Judgment card there, these changes that are coming up for you are deemed. They're not only needed and necessary, they're just happening instinctively, intuitively. There you go. You're at a crossroads. Yes. A new business venture, a project, or career is in the works for you. I think you sense this, Soul Story number 1. Let me know if you feel comfortable letting me know in the chat. I think you sense this new direction and you've been preparing for it. Yes, look at that. It's all divine timing. It's all in divine timing. And that is judgment. Judgment is you can't divine timing happens. It happens when it happens. Soul contracts, that also ties in to that the star, the 11th house in astrology. The star has to do with your star shining, rising, healing, deep healing. Some of you are healers or you're working with someone, but I feel like the star for me also, and I'm seeing you like on a balcony, like talking to your group, your community, to the I don't know who you're, but I feel like there's something about you rising to the top and moving forward, and the time is now. And some of you might have said, why didn't it happen earlier? You could get a contract, literally a contract from a company or someone helping you that furthers you along. There is, with the Two of Cups under the star with Judgment, this placement with the Two of Cups here is telling me that you have cooperation from the universe. And let me tell you how things can happen. I don't want to talk too much about myself, but years ago, I got a call from, it was NBC, I think, Paramount Pictures. Anyway, they wanted to do a screen test. I'm like, what? I'm like, how did this happen? And of course, they don't tell you anything too much. Show up here, this and that. And they couldn't remember who, and so I did. It was for doing, readings. It was for a television pilot. And I'm thinking, I didn't submit myself, and I'd gotten out of the industry. I had not been in the industry in a while, and I'm like, okay, it's fun. So we ended up doing the television pilot, this and that. And then one of my clients, I think it was like the first day of shooting or second, comes up, "Hey, Michelle." And I'm like, "Hi." And I'm like, "I don't even know how I got this." And she said, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Few months ago, I submitted you and said you'd be great for this." And she goes, "I didn't even think to tell you." You see what I'm saying? There's something like that coming up for you. It's the universe with your higher self, God, whatever. It's in the is cooking this up. You sense it. Now, it's going to be different for different people. Is it a relationship? Is it all of it? Is it a relationship? Is it a move? Is it a new house, a new living place? Is it a career? For many of you, it has to do with some kind of contract in relationship with either people you're going to work with that are part of your soul tribe, your soul community, or it could be a relationship out of that comes out of that. It's like they come out of the sky. They're very spiritually connected. I don't know if they do exactly what you do, but anyway, I share this story with you because I'm seeing something like that in your reading where there's something you don't know, but when it happens, you're going to go, I kind of sense that. And I work with a lot of people, high profile, I guess you want to call them, and celebrities, some, well-known A-listers or household name people. And whether they're, whatever, politics, acting, modeling, government, musicians, bands, they all have always said the same thing, right? When they took off, they sensed something. Either this project is different, or I feel different, or something seems different. I feel like I'm going in a different direction. I feel like I feel that that's what this is showing for you. You sense something different. There's something different in your energy field. I think other people are going to start noticing it. You might feel a little more to yourself. But yeah, you're very open. I mean, there's new friends, colleagues, there's new soulmates, soul contracts. Next, look at this. You're on the ascent. The entrance, look at that. 35-8. You've been working for this. It's working with others. That 3 is groups. It's working with others. It's moving in a new direction with that 5 energy. It's the great work. It's the great work. You're getting the great work. Okay, one more card. Then we've got progressions. Okay, one more, only one more. And then we've got second house resources. And I don't know if I said it this time, but in the first time when I recorded this, I was saying there's a lot about resources. You having more resources, more abundance, more financial resources, and using your resources, whether that's people, what you've learned, what you've studied, what you've accrued. You're going to be using your resources more. So I see this, the second house, 40, is about stability. That 56 brings you into an 11-2, which is about relationships, but also groups, group dynamics, community, and it's testing you with that temperance to go to a new level. You're ascending to a new level. You're having an ascent. And you can sense it. You can feel it. Okay, we're going to look at the rune card. Ooh, Ingas. Gestation. This is beginning. This is the end. And look at that. Hagalas. I'm telling you, whatever this is, it comes suddenly. But you're prepared. You've done the work. Whatever this opportunity, this opening, this relationship, it closes a door and moves you forward. So if you're single, it closes a single door and now you're with someone. It closes a door to something in your life and opens a new beginning. When you've got the Fool there and the World. So when we get the World card and the Fool, especially together, that means the change has already happened. You've already done the energetic shift. Now it's about Saturn ruling the world. There has to be a physical manifestation of what you've been feeling and doing energetically, internally, in the subtle energy, or mentally, emotionally, or whatever preparation has been going on for you. Let's see, one more. Let's look at what's the best approach for soul story number 1 right now with this energy. The full moon direction, full moon in Aries, and all the aspects to this. Ooh, it's in the career, 10th house. Gemini. Whoa, Jupiter and Gemini. New directions, variety. This could be writing, this could be publishing. I thought so. You're at a crossroads with something, a destiny. The 10th house is destiny. It could be career, it's your public self. Some of you could become very, very public, much more public than you are now, or this could be, with that ascent, this could be some kind of payout with second house and ascent. This could be increased financially, some kind of legacy money. This could be a bonus. This could be a raise. This could, whatever it is, you're ascending. There's an ascension there, and Jupiter brings increase. But Gemini says don't put all your eggs in one basket when we ask the best approach. And I would say anything with you with writing, speaking, your group, your peeps, your tribe, your colleagues, your students, your clients, your customers. But I do feel like this has to do with writing, speaking, sharing. So it could very much be online. It could be in social media. It's going to be, and some of you could even be being set up to do some short travel by car with the chariot here. Maybe it's on YouTube. Gemini has a lot to do with the third. It's part of your destiny. It has a lot to do with communication, and also with the Gemini ruling the third house and the star ruling the 11th house has a lot to do with social media and community and groups. So the best thing for you to do is branch out right now. Gemini likes to branch out. And you've got Jupiter and Gemini, so branch out. Branch out to what you feel inspired to, and in the direction you feel inspired to go in. All right, so Light, your Soul Insights mantra for this reading is I am moving with the change, attracting more abundance, prosperity, love, and fulfillment in my life. Ooh, beautiful. Wow. Wow, whoever gets this reading, very, very lucky. Very, well, not lucky. It's come from hard work. It's come from a lot of work. It's not just being granted to you. You've worked for this and you deserve it. Well, ways to connect with me are on the end screen and also in the description box of this video. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Love and light. Hey, Soul Light. All I got to say is I'm really feeling very honored with this reading to tune in for each of you, each soul story, all of you. Really, really feel honored and blessed. What amazing, amazing energy that I'm feeling from this reading. So I was a bit tired and I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. I'm doing it at night and I just feel so inspired and peaceful. So thank you for that. Okay, just want to shuffle there. And you have got the Six of Wands, the carnelian. Very fitting for this Aries full moon, the carnelian flame, which is really a lot about passion, movements, sexuality, directing your energy. The carnelian flame really also helps you kind of burn up lower level or denser emotions to create, to move forward. It really is that flame of passion, purpose. I got this stone on Jupiter's Gems. We follow each other on Instagram. Whoops. Okay, let's see. I'm going to make sure I don't mess up the camera. So yeah, you've got, there's a lot. I also feel blood purifier. You could be doing a cleanse, or you recently did a cleanse. You're going to have a lot more energy, a lot more vitality. and you're going to be directing this energy towards something specific. There's something specific in your life that you're going to be directing this energy. Now, Six of Wands, passion, purpose, trust. This has to do with faith, trust, belief in oneself. Third eye focus. You're following through on your vision. You're going to have some level of success with your vision, and you're going to have a lot of energy to finish things that you need to finish or initiate. It could be initiating something or finishing something so that you can focus on something else, wrapping something up. I feel like a lot of you are getting a lot of information. I don't know if it's downloads, I don't know if it's from dreams, but you're being asked to really connect into the masculine energy of you. Now, doesn't matter if you're how you identify, female, male, whatever. It's the masculine energy within you, which I know a lot of you already know this, that we have masculine and feminine energy within us. The yin, the feminine, the yang. The electrical part of us is the masculine or direct or initiating energy, and then the receptive energy of the magnetic, as we're electromagnetic beings. So there's something about you being a conduit for this energy. I also feel there's something with a transformation or transmutation. I'm getting a lot to do with the throat chakra. So higher levels of creativity, speaking your truth. I'm hearing you're going to be talking to some people that are either close to you, could be parents, could be family members, where you're saying your truth. You're saying, this is what I need. This is what I need from you. This is what's been missing. This is what I need. So there is definitely a lot of clearing the air out this full moon brings, so that you can move on. Four of Cups, look at that, so that you can move on. Okay, I'm going to stop there. All right. One more. Then I'm not going to look anymore. Well, okay, there we go. That's it. So I got the message to look on the other side. I totally go intuitively. This card wants to come out. So we'll see what that is. Leave that right there. So Four of Cups, look at this. So you've been contemplating something. What's not working, what sort of work. There's a lot of contemplation. Some of you, this is going to have to do with something about your physicality or something physical. I don't know if it's in your house or home or yard or garden, or is it your body? There's something you're contemplating, like, I need to make these changes. I think you're trusting yourself more to make the changes. And then we've got the Star card. You might want to look at soul story number 1 if you felt a connection to soul story number 1. Queen of Wands, there we've got Aries energy. Could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I'm definitely getting a lot of Leo energy, a lot of creative energy. And that Queen of Wands is all about the transformation, and also about, first of all, transmutating the energy. You can see here the transmutation of energy, and realizing that, hey, I'm tapping into universal energy. I'm tapping into the infinite, innate, creative intelligence of the universe to do my stuff. That's what I'm tapping into. What are you doing? And I'm playing with it. So I'm meditating. I'm lightening up. I'm on my magic carpet ride. So there's something you're perhaps believing in yourself more about and birthing into existence. That's what I'm hearing. There's a transmutation, transformation. Then we've got the Ace of Cups here. I'm getting a lot to do also with healing work, Reiki. I feel a lot of you are doing healing work. You're really being that magician, connecting into really recreating your world, making changes. And then we've got Judgment. And then the Death card. Rebirth, death, rebirth. So you also have the two snakes on either side here. And so there has been this shedding of the skin, learning something differently, doing something differently, learning something new, having a new approach to something in your life that is creating this change where you're really more heart connected, heart centered about what works for you. Now, some of you, this could be in regards to reconsidering a person, a project, a decision of the past. You're reconsidering. There's a lot to do with reconsidering. Let's see what this is. Okay, Six of Swords, moving on. You've got 2 sixes, so 6 of Wands. This is the 6 of Wands, and you've got the 6 of Swords. 2 sixes is a 12-3 hangman. So you're reconsidering. When you get sixes, it has a lot to do with the heart chakra, the tree of life. It's Tipperith, which is love, but it's balance, it's harmony, what's harmonizing. So you're following what's harmonizing. And this, as I said, that you've got the Justice card, Libra. And we are in the time of Libra. So what's harmonizing? That's what Libra asks, ruled by Venus. What harmonizes me, my situation? What's harmonizing? Ace of Swords. Got 2 aces, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands. I'm going to take 2 more. 7 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, tapping in. Again, I get Reiki, I get energy healing. I get tapping into the universe, the innate creative intelligence, infinite intelligence, getting some downloads, getting some insight, kind of taking a different view of things, even by this card and this card, by the 7 of Cups. So you could have a lot going on and not sure which direction to go in. Maybe this is multiple parts of your life you want to focus on, multiple projects, multiple aspects. There's a lot of, I feel like with you, there's a lot of moving parts that are, I'm going to take one more card. Give me a card for an overview, because I feel a lot of moving. The 6 of Wands, you have to trust yourself. That's the message I'm getting. What are the moving parts? Oh, the moving parts are moving for Hangman. Remember I said 2 sixes, so 12-3. So you got the different view, the perspective, which I said earlier. So if stuck or stagnant, you're moving forward. But the key is not to move forward just for moving forward's sake, to keep going within like you have. Keep observing. Can you see that? Yeah. See, you've been kind of observing, so there is going to be some movement. I'm probably going to say more in the winter months. There's some, perhaps for some of you, in a new direction or a decision that you have to make, one close to your heart, but it's going to get things moving. For some of you, it literally is a move. It is a new direction or new living situation. Some of you, there's some larger purchases, some things that you're going to be looking at. I'm just getting that psychically. But there is movement where you have been stuck, or things have been stuck. Let's see, any other message with the tarot? Let me see. Six of Wands is saying, trust what you know. Yeah, there it is, offers. With that Knight of Cups. This is a new Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. This is something beginning, just an initiation stage. It's starting to move in a direction. Knight of Cups has a lot to do with our kindred spirits, community of like-minded individuals. It's you're going to be following your intuition, the feeling. Some of you could even go to some drumming circles or drum or do something with music or dance. There's something perhaps with, art, music, maybe kirtan or, you could even be planning some events that you're going to do in the neighborhood, I heard, in the neighborhood. Does that make sense? Community. Okay, so there is a lot starting to move forward in the next 3 to 6 weeks, okay? That's what I heard, the next 3 to 6 weeks. There is movement. let's see. I'm going to do these cards, one of these. So what is the movement? Whoa, what is the movement? That just popped right out. A starry night, the beaming and glistening light from the stars reminds you that there is hope for your future. Well, it's funny because the star card is also about hope. So this is very much for you about hope and faith and trust. Remember I said earlier, Six of Wands has a lot to do with faith, trust, believing in oneself, similar to Seven of Wands, believing in oneself, courage, living from the heart. But Six of Wands in particular is yes, it's success, it's a level of success, it's esteem, it's validation. But on an inner level, a personal level to one's inner self, it has to do with faith and trust. And so faith and trust and hope. So something is going to happen where you feel more faith, you get more faith, you have more trust as to what's going on in your life or what the direction is. So you're going to feel a lot better about where things are going or what's being revealed to you. Light beings. A 35-8. This is about your karma or your dharma, really, not karma, dharma, why you're here. Soul story number 2, remember why you're here. Why you're here. Why are you here? The why, your purpose, to live your soul, live out the expression and experience of your soul on this earth plane. But some of you have some things that you want to do, that you want to accomplish, and so you're reconnecting to that. I also feel that some of you, it's like your star family is connecting to you. Some of you, now this is an amazing card to get for a full moon, because so really connect into the cosmos and feel yourself a part of that. Feel yourself a divine aspect of this. This is the macro, the micro, Really let yourself feel that I belong, that I'm here, I'm meant to be here. A lot of you are very gifted. You just have to trust yourself more, believe in yourself, or have faith that what you're getting is right. You need to act upon it. And what I'm hearing is what you want wants you. Okay? Ooh, that was quick. Midheaven, about business. Midheaven is also about our destiny. It's our public self, right? Instead of, it's the MC and the IC. The fourth house is our inner world, is our foundation, is the mother. The 10th house is the father. It's outward, it's masculine. So 9, something's changing in what you do or your work or your career. There's some new, there's new changes. There's changes. Symbiosis, where you're seeing how you work together with others, and that's the community. You're seeing where you fit into the cosmos, where you fit in. This is important for you to understand that you fit in. There's some discomfort in this change. I get it. That's why you've got Six of Wands. You have to trust. You have to have faith. You have to trust whatever's a more comfortable word for you. This is about trusting and having faith. You're on this road right here. You're setting up something new, a new land, a new focus, or something that you're setting up. There may be something that you're leaving behind or you're not taking. Consciously you're leaving it behind or you're not taking it. You've decided not to take it on. Okay? Now we're going to look at the runeys, my rune cards. It's a gift from a subscriber. Yeah, so it could be a little debilitating. There could be a little bit with your energy drain. There could be a little energy drain. Um, or it just feels a little uncomfortable because you don't quite know yet where you're going or what you're actually going to do. What do we have here? Wunjo, joy and harmony. There's the heart, but it was reversed. So I'm going to say some of you need to connect into just more fun, connecting to your inner child. What brings you more harmony? What brings you more peace? What's just more fun? What's more fulfilling for you? That's what you need to connect with. And I think this full moon is going to very much show you this is what I connect with. This is what's fun for me. Let's do one more. If there's one more. Let's see if there's one more message. Then we'll go to the Astro Dice. Yeah, it's time to stop waiting. Look at that. Release and let go. What did I say earlier about? Yeah. So listen, if it's not working, let it go. Just don't keep trying to revive something that's dead, that's not working, that's not happening. I think for I don't know. This is only soul story number 2, so I don't know. But I feel with soul story number 1 and now you, and with that Knight of Wands, your higher self is moving you in a new direction. Your spirit guide, your spirit team is moving you in a new direction, and it's just requiring extra faith and trust in the process. It's part of your destiny. It's going to bring you, a level of abundance. It's going to bring you more of what you want and what you need. So let's ask the Astro Dice. I'd like to ask, what's the best perception or perspective that soul story number 2 needs to have, or best approach? That's the best way to ask the Astro Dice that. Let's see. Second house. Do you see that? Okay. Oh, Gemini, you definitely have to look at soul story number 1 if you were kind of feeling it. But you've got Sun and Gemini. Yes, do it all. Don't put your get in social media. 6 of Wands can be success, victory, especially in social media or things that have to do with the public, whether in person or online. Sharing your thoughts. Trust yourself to share yourself more. The Sun in Gemini is about diversification, it's about variety, it's about writing, it's about communicating, and the second house is showing that that's part of your resources. That's going to make you feel better, more comfortable, more confident about yourself. You're not going to feel uncomfortable if you start sharing more and reaching out more, and writing, speaking, talking, whatever it is, mixing with different people, other groups, just out and about, going for a drive. That Gemini, Sun in Gemini, go, what makes you feel good? Is it a drive on Saturday or Sunday or, I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever? Is it just getting in the car and driving? Is it going for a walk? Is it short trips? This is about revitalizing your routine, your something with your routine. And it could be connecting also with kindred spirits or like-minded individuals, especially with that Knight of Cups. Doing more with more fun with people, with Wunjo, just more fun. This is not a time to do stuff. I mean, yes, you're going to do stuff on your own, but this is a time to not only do stuff on your own. This is a time to do not emphasize only doing stuff on your own, or for yourself or by yourself. And also, if those of you spread out, share your knowledge. I'm getting like even online book or something, books or podcasts or YouTube channels, something where you're reaching others. Um, it's like, let people know what you think. So you got to release and let go of opinions, past opinions of yourself, or I don't have enough, I don't know enough, or I need to do this first or that first. No, with the red carnelian, the carnelian flame, it's now. Go for it. Do it. You'll feel better for it. All right, Soul Light, let's see what your Soul Insights mantra is. Oh, as I move forward with joy and impassioned inspiration, I feel more and more comfortable and confident in my soul expression. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so lights, you take good care, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hello, Soul Light. If you chose Soul Story number 3, this is your reading. I was wondering when because I intuitively asked the stones, the crystals, which ones have messages, and this was amethyst. But you also had the 10 of Pentacles. So I kind of had, the Michele, the regular Michele, not the channeler or psychic, but the regular me, the ego part was like, amethyst with the 10 of Pentacles, what does that have to do? But as soon as I started shuffling, I heard, let your spiritual gifts work for you. And so a lot of you are to earn an income, receive money, make money, however you want to say it, with your spiritual gifts. That's going to bring you a lot of wealth. And working also with rituals, so maybe you want to do the ritual that I did if you feel called to do it. Very simple ritual. And you can make it your own. But there's something about cycles or something new coming in for you. There's like ancient memories. You're meant to gather with others. 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you're coming into a time of a lot of inner wealth, understanding your resources, understanding what you have to offer, feeling much more stable and secure within yourself. Stronger connection through your higher self to your soul. Just really kind of, I don't know, just feeling a lot more aligned and, to your soul, attuned to your heart. So there is a lot for you coming in spiritually with this. I love this one. I have some of my faves, but this point here. And I get the message, even though you think you're flawed in a certain area, it's perfect. You're perfect as you are. So a lot of you connecting to higher vibrational energy through meditation. This is about spiritual gifts, openings, opportunities, spirit helping you, aligning you to a higher vibrational frequency, resonance of you, right? A higher version, a more extended, expanded aspect of your consciousness. So you've really been, I feel like you've been preparing for something. What is it? Let's see. We got one that comes out there. What are you preparing for, Soul Story number 3? Let's see. What's the message for Soul Story number 3? It's interesting. As I'm shuffling, I'm like, okay, I never used to really talk as much on camera, shuffling. But then I heard, look at the bottom, something you're learning, something you're teaching, justice. Okay, and we've got 2 of Swords. Well, I was saying a lot about meditation, so you really need, in whatever way works for you, slow down, meditate, pause, contemplate, hear the messages from Spirit. That's what these 2 birds are. They're trying to get Spirit's trying to get your attention, is also trying to detangle you from 3D, 4D reality or information, and trying to get you to the higher octave for whatever's coming up. Let's see what it is. Oh, Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. So this is going to help lighten you. Don't listen to the naysayers, Soul Story number 3. There's certain people, and this could be, who knows, it could be something on TV, it could be something on YouTube, it could be an ad, it could be a survey, a poll. Your higher self wants you to just cut out the noise. And that's something that you're learning to do. You might even be teaching others. So there's something you're learning, you're researching. Some of you are studying something. Some of you are also teaching. But I think with birds, there's new ideas coming in, maybe new influences. You have to discern I call it spiritual discernment. You have to discern who to listen to, what to listen to. With Libra there, if something disturbs your peace, then it's not worth it. So you might have to pull back from something that okay, we've got the Empress, but reversed. Venus energy. Oops, never mind. I picked him up the wrong way. The whole stack. So Empress, upright. Lovers, intuition. Okay, the Ace of Wands was reversed. Okay, so what is happening? Something is Five of Wands. You're releasing Three of Pentacles. You're releasing, you've got Gemini energy here. You're Libra, Taurus, Libra. You could be Libra. There could be Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, I get it. Wow. All right. This is for a group of you. If you have been wanting, okay, there's two tiers to this. What's going to create that 10 of Pentacles for you? There is a marriage coming in, a new relationship that's contractual, or, that's committed. There's some commitment. You're letting go of whatever's draining your energy or doesn't have as much energy. Intuitively, you're letting it go because this is your goal. For some of you, this is a collaborative relationship. It's a colleague. It's a partner, creative partner, business partner. This could be someone that helps you. It could be an assistant. This could be, a representative of some sort. You're really going to be focusing. Let's see what else is there. 10 of Pentacles. Why are these reversed? Okay, I guess that is 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. I'm going to get these all out. Let's look. 9 of Swords. King of Cups. Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio, and the Magician. So some of these are reversed. Okay. Wow. All right. All right, Soulite. So let's see. Let me connect into the energy. I can't deny it. You're going to be changing your world. That 10 of Pentacles that you want, that wholeness, that family, that legacy, the ingredients are coming together. But you're not struggling anymore. The 5 of Wands, you're not competing. You've learned a lesson, okay, about competition or competing. You're kind of staying in your vibe, your lane. You're still not totally sure. You're having to kind of rest or go within, but it's working. And then this is also you, the inner healer. You're connecting with your inner masculine, but in a way that is not the struggle and strife and make it happen. Now, some of you are meeting someone, or this could be two aspects of you, the Queen of Wands, that fiery energy, but also the King of Cups, which connects you into that amethyst point energy, right? Let me ask, what is the main focus? What's coming up? What's completing? What's the fiery completion, conclusion to go in a new direction for soul story number 3? I just want one card. Oh, look at that, laughing Hierophant. Past learning lesson, Taurus energy. Listening to your higher self. But this is also, to me, with Justice and Hierophant, those are two marriage cards or consummation of a contract, commitment that gets you to your goal. So some type of commitment, something is coming in that gets you to your goal, that 10 of Pentacles. Now, it could be you teaching, you could be learning something, you could be teaching, but I feel that it's connecting you back into your higher self. You're taking time to do that. It releases the anxiety and uncertainty. I think you're drawing in a powerful person that helps you see something in yourself. It helps you see something in a new way. They're a teacher. You may be the teacher, and then they end up teaching you. I don't know, but there's a blending here. This definitely has to do with relationship or relationships of some sort, a significant relationship that's opening some new door for you, or a portal, really a portal to a new way of being and a new way of you understanding yourself. Yeah, that with the Hierophant there, this is like a huge learning lesson that you're coming out of, some kind of that your soul needed to integrate. And I really feel like, you know, this is bigger than just family. This has to do with your soul group or soul tribe, what we're calling the gathering. The gatherings are starting now. The gatherings are coming together, where or the groups we start to come together. You know, a lot of the groups stay on their own. Ooh, purging process. Emotional discomfort, the purging for inner peace. Well, I think you've kind of already gone through that. Now, some of you may still be going through it. I'm going to take another card, but I kind of feel like if you're purging, you're not going to be purging for much longer, because you're moving, you know, you're moving into peace and magician energy. Let's see. I think you're going to get some kind of cosmic understanding about something, and it just shifts your energy, lightens your load is what I'm hearing. Oh, create space. Create space for what you want. 38 breaks down to an 11-2, has to do with groups, harmonizing, wish fulfillment, dreams into manifested form, higher vibration of creating and relationship. I see somebody coming out of here. Now, some of you may connect with that archetypal imagery, or the archetype of the twin soul, twin flame, you know, or soulmate that I say is a create mate, a life mate, soulmate. But there is a very special relationship either already around you or going to be, or if it's already around you, it develops more. Let's see here. Let's look at the astrology codes. Story number. Whoa, we're not taking all of those. Should we? How many are there? No, let's just go. Okay, so story number 3. Oh, it warms my heart. I'm hearing it warms my heart. Yeah, someone's coming to help you. Wow, I just saw expansion, but here we've got exploration. Create space. That's why you're purging. You're getting rid of stuff for new people, new experiences. You're exploring your mind, or maybe religions, philosophy, new people. I think some of the whoever this person is, they might be different than you. Maybe they're culturally different. There's some different outlook, but it works. Ooh, Sagittarius, 9th house, exploration, expand. Yes, this is about expanding in consciousness, expanding out of your little world. Okay, look at, we've got too many here. I guess I'm going to do them. Pallas Athena, think. Well, that's the learning, the Page of Swords. And Jupiter, abundance, Cancer, immerse yourself with the home. Some of you could be working from home, or you're doing a side gig, or you're going to work more from home, and abundance coming in. Now that ties into that 10 of Pentacles. I'm going to put this here. I think you have to create the space for more of what you want. So whether it's getting rid of stuff, I think spiritual centers, spiritual groups will be good for you. Pallas Athena has a lot to do with studying and learning and applying higher principles, critical thinking, wisdom. Athena is the wisdom, and Jupiter abundance, and immersing yourself in the love. So I think you're building up a whole new life or lifestyle. This is some kind of, let's put this way. This is some kind of change that has to do with how you feel about yourself and your gifts. It's like this level of inner abundance, this inner connection begins to radiate externally, creating outer abundance. So the Hierophant, which, is signified by Taurus, rules the second house. So there is something about your spiritual gifts, your wisdom, your insight, what you've studied or your training. It's now making it work for you. I think a lot of you are teachers. And then we've got Sawillow, which is the Sun card, success, victory. It's things it's energy, focus. The Sun card, shining, things getting better and better. And then we've got joy, harmony, Wonjo. Yeah, so this is about relationships, fulfillment. You are being positioned by your own higher self to experience that 10 of Pentacles energy and experience, whatever that means for you. That prosperity, that abundance, that family, that community, that fulfilling life work, right? Let's ask the higher self, your higher self through the Astrodice, what you need to do to focus on this, to help this, to enhance this. What's the best approach? Ooh. Sun in Libra in the third house. Now everyone's getting something with the third house or Gemini. Sun in Libra. First of all, don't take things so seriously. Sun in Libra, the third house. Well, you've got Libra here, justice. So see the fairness of things. Be open to receive. Libra is about also receiving. It's not just about giving. So make sure, contemplate, tune in. Am I receiving enough? Am I open enough to create this space? Allow more space, more downtime, renewal time. That's really going to help you. Give to yourself. So Willow also has to do with health. So there is something about you rejuvenating yourself or your emotional health, your physical health, your body, taking care of your body, eating right, or, eating in a healthy way for you. But because Sawillow is if you have been sick or debilitated or especially with that Cancer there with immerse, you could have been more in the home a lot. So you could be coming out more with that Jupiter energy. Look, you've got Jupiter abundance, Sagittarius, and ninth house. All of these are interconnected. So that night, and then you've got the third house. So I would focus on the third and ninth house if you know what that is or look it up. That could be publishing, that could be long distance travel, short difference. It's basically saying expand your horizon. Create the space to expand your horizon. Is that going to a museum? Is that going to a gallery? Is that learning a new language? Is that going back to school? Is it teaching? Is it consulting? Ninth house has to do with consultants also, ninth and seventh house. It's widening your horizons. It's expanding your viewpoint. It's expanding what you do on a day-to-day basis. That puts you into meeting these divine connections. All right, Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra is As I expand my horizons, I move into abundance, fulfillment, joy, love, and harmony on my soul path. Beautiful. I am curious as to how this manifests for you. Wow. All right. A lot of you, it has to do with some kind of project or working with groups or small groups or family. Ten of Pentacles being formed now through the energy of the Magician. All right, Radiant Lights, you take good care, and I hope to see you in another reading. Hello, Radiant Soul Light. Welcome to this reading for you. If you chose Soul Story number 4, this is your reading. You've got the magnetic hematite. Wow, cleansing, clearing the blood, lower energies. But this is also drawing in, magnetizing. It's also protection, hematite. This is a very powerful stone. If you feel any worry or anxiety, hematite, magnetic hematite is amazing stone to have. Now, I'm going to put the cards out, put the tarot, and see what is revealed in your reading. You've got the Ace of Cups here, but there is a Kundalini, Caduceus maybe, Kundalini, the snake. Caduceus, transformation, transmutation of energy for transformation. I've not seen these before. Oh, and there's an eye there, an eye coming. What are you perceiving differently now? You are more than you've given yourself credit for, and life is more than what it seems. So you're having some kind of realization. There's also, I feel like, something or someone bringing, I don't know, new growth. There could be gifts given to you. The gift of feeling better. You could be feeling better about yourself or better about your circumstances or better about a relationship or someone. I feel that Ace of Cups for you definitely is a gift from the universe, but it's also a gift from people. So there could be a gift of praise, a gift of appreciation, of validation, but I also feel physical gifts around you. Your energy has been changing for a while now. Probably for some of you 6-8 months, some of you I would say anywhere from 3 years ago, some of you even 6 years. So that I'm hearing 3 years, 6 years, and 6 to 8 months. So this year, a lot of you are seeing some kind of market change within you and with what you want, in your life. And I feel like you are open to receive more. I feel moved into a space of like, I'm ready, whatever that is, you're ready for it. Let's look, Magician. Everybody keeps getting the Magician. Got the Magician, the Moon, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and Justice. Everyone keeps getting the Justice. And Star, and Ace of, okay, now we're going to go to the other side. So we've got Magician energy. If we're looking at the astrological assignment there, we've got Virgo and Gemini. So let's see what we've got here. The Moon card, Pisces, but I also say Cancer energy. So then we've got the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands. It's not been easy, has it? Soul Story number 4. Justice, but it's your turn. Libra energy. King of Wands. Then we go into the Star card, Aquarius energy, and then the Ace of Wands. So you've taken that Nine of Wands and are applying it to something. Nine of Wands is strength. Now, if it's taken too far, it becomes defensiveness. But the Nine of Wands, you kind of look and go, wow, this is how far I've come. This is what I know now. This is where I am. And Nine of Wands, if you're doing the higher octave of the Nine of Wands, you don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to be defensive. You don't want to cut off. But you've definitely taken your energy back from previous disappointments. I feel like emotional disappointments, letdowns, things that just didn't happen or just didn't pan out. Some of you, this could be in relationship as well as whatever life projects, whatever it's been. Hard times could be, emotional, could be physical. But now you're applying that. Look, you've moved from the Nine of Wands to the King of Wands because it's your time. It's your turn. It's your time. It's your turn. But this time you're more prepared, whatever that means. Aries, Leo here, Sagittarius energy. And then we go into Leo strength. Okay, let's put out a second row. Two of Cups. Ooh, into the Five of Cups. So some of you, this does have to do with relationship, moving away. Well, between this full moon and the eclipse season, that Libra sun, Taurus moon, the lunar eclipse and solar eclipse, some of you, if a relationship is not working, you're moving on. Whatever it is, whether it's business, family, intimate partnership, significant other, you are moving on. Some of you, this could bring up a divorce or separation, only if you're going in that direction, only if you've been consulting already, because I am getting lawyers with this. Some of you, I am seeing something contractual. Now, this could be, domain name. This could be something with accounting or, business or patents. There is something of that coming in where you're going to have the money to do something on a business level that you've been wanting to do. There's also going to be the help. Okay, we got the Ten of Swords right under the Justice. Libra being air, Ten of Swords representing air, and then we move into the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So I got to say, this is either a little triangle here. This could be a working relationship. Obviously, it could be aspects of you. You know what you're going through. But some of you could, I always feel for some of you, this is two aspects of you that you're looking ahead. You're looking in a different direction right now. You've moved on from something or someone, an approach to life, a job, a business, a relationship. Some of you, this full moon is going to bring some kind of culmination, some kind of completion in a relationship. So if you've been wondering whether to move on, and if you've been moving on in your heart, you move on in another direction, or even some of you towards another person. I'm going to get a little bit more clarity on this, because there's been a lot of disappointment. There's been problems, a lot of issues, not feeling emotionally heard or fulfilled. Now, some of you, this moving on can simply be that instead of waiting for your partner to do more of what you want, you go ahead and do it on your own or with friends or kindred spirits. Right? You don't. Sometimes our significant others don't want to do stuff that we want to do. That may not be their thing. So some of you could be moving on from waiting. When is she going to do this? Or I thought they were like this. Especially if it's spirituality or something like that. It could be some activity or something that you do that your partner or a good friend is not doing, and you're being asked to move on, and whether that's doing it on your own or with other people. Seven of Swords. Okay, I gotta just say, for some of you, this definitely is about moving on from a relationship that's just not working. Yeah, you've been waiting. With the Hangman reversed, the Hangman upright, but now reversed. You're either not going to be quite sure, or you are going to move on. Yeah, there you are. All these cards of movement, packing your bag. Now, some of you might say, well, no, it's not that. It's we're going to move from this place that we live at. We don't want to live here anymore. So it could very well be that also. If it's not a relationship, it's a situation, a circumstance, a job, or where you live. But you're moving on to something that is much more. I just heard the word interesting. You're moving on to something that's much more interesting and fulfilling, that Ace of Cups. So something is completed, something is over, and it's going to be very clear to you what it is and what you need to do. And there we go. Look at that. Queen of Wands energy. Passion, purpose, self-trust, confidence, and moving on. I'm hearing let yourself be guided to the changes. You're moving where it is much more through your resilience. Let's see how many major arcana you have here. You have the Magician. So 1, 2, the Moon, 1, 2, Justice, 3, the Star, 4, Strength, 5, okay, and the Hangman, reverse, 6. So this is a lot of change. I have a feeling it's going to be, the eclipse. Whatever it is going to be brought to light in this full moon. And it has something to do with you. And I just pulled, this just fell out. So the wheel. Another, so that makes it 6 major arcana. Yeah. So the wheel is turning. You're going to have to do a decision that moves you forward. There's no more waiting. There's no more waiting. Whatever this is that you're focused on or you need to make a decision on, you're going to do it. Or someone else is making a decision. Whatever it is, with the Justice card there and the Hangman reversed, it's decision time. Things are moving forward. You're ready. Channeling. Listen to your higher self. Soul story number 4. Listen to the higher self. The messages from the higher self. Let go. Wow. What is this you need to let go of? Is it a person, a situation, a circumstance, a job? Or is it letting go of someone's memory or the past? With 5 of Cups can be the past. Is it letting go to how someone is? Sometimes we just have to accept a certain family member or friend or significant other or partner that this is just how they are. I'm not talking about abuse, obviously, but what I am talking about is sometimes, I wish they were more talkative, or I wish they wanted to talk about the stuff I want to talk about. Whatever it is, it's like you're definitely getting the message that, okay, this person, let's see what card this is. Whoever they are how they are. It's just, maybe it's you that's changed, that you've gone through this transformation. And they haven't yet. And they may not. You have to decide what's important for you. And some of you, this is like, stop holding yourself back, hoping that somebody is going to change. Blessings in disguise. There it is. Look at that. Look at your current situation from the higher perspective, because you're meant to branch out and you're meant to go onward and upward. This reading is so clear. Do not wait. Let go. Move on. Whatever it is, just, like the Nike saying, just do it. You're moving onward and upward. There's gifts, there's openings, there's great people, friends, colleagues, creative partnerships, love. There's a lot waiting for you. Once you let go of your past, then, which is that 5 of Cups, you let go of your past, that frees up energy for your present and to open up to the gifts in the present and in the future. There's a lot of gifts Spirit wants to give you, the universe, through people, but you have to let go. To not hold on to what was or what wasn't or what could have been or what are the past disappointments. This full moon in Aries It's very apparent where you've been holding on, what you have to let go of, and how. What, how, who, where, whatever. And that is going to, I feel like once you let go, whatever this is for you, there is some amazing gifts coming in. I think you have to let go of your how things are unfolding for you, your present circumstances. You have to let go of the past vision or where you thought you were going to be. Just let it go, and not even being happy where you are now, like, oh, I'm letting go of it, and oh, this is wonderful. Just let go of what you thought things were going to be and go, okay, it's not like that. What is it like? Just ask yourself, what is it like? And then Spirit is going to fill in the blanks, is going to put the puzzle pieces together a lot faster for you. All right, let's see. First quarter moon. Take action. What did I say? Yeah, you got to take action. Hangman reversed. It's time to take action. Let's see the next card. Waning gibbous in introspection. Well, that's kind of that going within, a contemplation here, the Nine of Wands, and then take action. So it's like you're not going to just blindly take action or just, one roughshod over people or your life, but it is time for you to take action, and you know what you need to take action on. All right, let's ask the Astro Dice, the higher self through the Astro Dice, the best perspective for you right now, the best approach, the best perspective for soul story number 4. Ooh, Mercury in Scorpio. What house? The 9th house. First of all, look at the big picture. That could be the channeling. Get your guidance, open to your higher self, your guides, spirit realm. Mercury, look at the big picture. Do not look at everything that's wrong or not happening or the small everyday activities. Look at the big picture. Like sometimes I'll have my clients, like they're bridging. I help them bridge from one job or one career to a next, and they're building something. And it's like they'll come and I get it. I understand. They're like, I hate this job. I want to move on. I hate this career. This isn't me. But it was at one point. There was a reason. I said, look, just to bridge to the new, you have to acknowledge your circumstances or the job, whatever you have, and how it's supporting you, how it's helping you while you move forward. And also not to put too much energy into it, because a lot of times when we're ready to move on, especially from a job or a career, you can do it with your eyes closed. You're so good at it that, you're probably doing the job of 10 people and you're only one person. So what's helpful to remember is that you, especially if you feel you're being taken advantage of, is don't overgive, don't overdo. Pull it back and start taking that extra energy and using that to create, which is that Queen of Wands here. Use that extra energy to create. It's all source energies. Don't keep putting the energy in the past or isn't working. Use it to create what in the present and your future. So for you kind of have to take a mental, emotional overview and say, okay, where can I pull back and use this energy for what I want to now create? And that's the King of Wands. That's the entrepreneur. So a lot of you, this could be about business, your passion, your purpose. Again, the Magician here, that's what came out first. But something the past is holding you. Is it mother relationships? There's something that's holding you back. Family stuff. The moon is the 4th house. It's the subconscious. It's your programming also. It's your conditioning. But once we acknowledge what it is that's holding me back, or I was taught this, or I believe this, it's like, okay, that's fine. You've done that for how many ever years. Now let's just try a new way. And all you have to do, soul story number 4, is take some of the energy that you're using on past people, past situations, emotional situations, the emotional aspect of a job, a disappointment in a job or a career or a relationship, whatever it is, circumstance in life, is just pull that energy forward. That's what the Nine of Wands does. All these wands, she leaves and she takes one. Okay, this wand could light up all these wands. But she's going, no, I'm not lighting up those wands in the past. They're behind her. She's looking ahead and going, what do I want to light up? And that also taps you into the abundance of that Ace of Cups. All right, Soul Light, please let me know how this resonates for you if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to. I'm going to tune in now and get your soul insights, your mantra for this reading. And for the energy of the full moon, that ritual that I did at the beginning might be very beneficial for you, might be kind of fun also. Okay, as I release what no longer serves me and release my energy from the past, I move onward and upward. So there's some blessings in disguise, some stuff that didn't happen that you really put your time, energy, focus, but they're blessings in disguise, and you will soon be seeing why everything happened the way that it happened. All right, Soul Lights, I hope to see you in the next reading, and just a big hug. Continue to shine your light, and that's it. Lots of love and light.